Oh goodness. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my walkthrough of Hogwarts Legacy. This is gonna be next part. Now if you saw in the last part, basically we did talk to Grace Pinch Smedley, do Summoner's Court Match 3, then talk to Sebastian Ominous in the Undercroft, then Deke in the Room of Requirement and learn how to breed the beast. Then with Professor Hallwayne's assignment, we have to capture some animals, beasts in a knapsack. Then talk to Samantha Dale, enter the family tomb, and return to Marmaduke's chest. Then talk to Eddie Thistlewood and receive cabbages, bring them to Bernard. Then talk to Alexandra Ricketts and feed a troll. Then speak with Crispy Dunn and his broomsticks, and kill some spiders, and then meet with Poppy and investigate Hortail Hale and free a dragon from its so yeah. And like I said, I did stream Dying Light 2. That was the last part, and unfortunately off screen I'm gonna get the rest of the collectibles with Dying Light 2 because for some reason I'm missing. I have, I think, 100 collectibles in Dying Light 2. I just don't know where the other collectibles are. You know? And as much as I want to stream to get all the collectibles, like I said, Dying Light 2 is a little bit different than Dying Light 1. So yeah. Let's continue on with Hogwarts. Okay, my overlay's on. Alright.
Revelio.
Ooh. Oh. What's going on over here? Oh. Yeah, what happened? Yeah, I'm like... Look at those ghosts. Going the right.
Peasy Scape's the best one ever! Can't catch peas! Woohoo!
Revelio. So this is the underground harbor. Revelio.
Come on. Give me the earth. Darn it. What you get for okay. Yes. It's a troll.
Revelio. That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The golden snidget.
Correct! The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it
Bubble.
makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix
Stop crying
Felicis is a
now.
banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct! According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Quaffle.
That's right! When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Okay. How many more do I need? Need 6 more in Hogwarts. And 7 more on the island. World.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I am hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Madam Green had
Can we meet?
Won't be sweeting.
May finally be safe since we rescued
I
the
found
dragon
that.
from Horntail Hall.
Taking owls a bit too literally, if you ask me.
very high quality feathers, and I need one for my job and all.
Look at that owl.
Beautiful.
Goodness. Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Yes. Transformation!
Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to
Learn
ease
all
off your studying. OWLs will be here before you know it.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to an ex-aura in Upper Hogsfield connected in any way to Professor Fig? I can't begin to imagine what that was about.
Not at all. I was merely interested in learning more about the Aura program. I saw Professor Sharp's Aura badge and was intrigued.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available.
I turn you into braille!
Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
What are you up to now?
Failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember Amit mentioning something about gobbledygook.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
Oh, well.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrok were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
That was it? Or going outside? towards me. Hello? Let's now talk to Poppy.
You had your reasons, but breaking into Alfred Lawley's home wasn't the brightest.
Over here. This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrok, and Ranrok is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a port key that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Revelio.
House elves are wizard time fair.
Can't imagine how I...
Revelio.
My headmaster cancelled the queen.
Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio.
Or
Who lived here, I wonder?
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Leviosa.
And it's getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it.
Lumos.
I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
Levioso. Levioso.
Lumos.
Well, this can't.
Notice you ain't wearing that goblin helm you stole.
That the best you can do?
Exploso! Potato! I've seen better.
Incendio.
Nobody will believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself.
Confringo.
Lumos.
Thank you. Fast.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to...
Incendio.
I should investigate. Lumos.
This one again.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
But yeah, whoever's watching this, I hope you all are enjoying the walkthrough. Basically this walkthrough isn't that bad. Like I said, it might be a while for me to get the collectibles and whatnot.
I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
Wait.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yes.
In the world,
Let's go. The fall. Nice. And butterflies. Here we go.
Lumos.
Alright, have a good night, Mikey. Love you too.
Incendio! Accio! Revelio! Levioso! Depulso! Depulso!
Lumos.
That curiosity young people tend to nurture never ends well for them, does it?
Revelio!
Perhaps I shall scout around.
Revelio! Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
But yeah.
Revelio.
Where did I set my traps? Lower Hogsfield or upper?
Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio.
Mine now, demiguise.
Revelio.
Okay. Where are we? Okay.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
You're here. Good.
Let's continue. You know what? Or
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Rebellion.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Lumos. Revelio.
Revelio. Bombarda.
There's a victory that came none too soon. Revelio.
Expelliarmus.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Accio. Levioso. Depulso. Bombarda. Revelio. Revelio. Bombarda.
Lumos.
Incendio.
Revelio.
Bombarda. Revelio. Bombarda.
That's that. Settled.
Go.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't, I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success.
Lumos.
Try not to lose your nerve just
Revelio.
yet.
Opening all of these is tempting.
Incendio. At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Spiders aren't insects. Revelio.
Don't start.
Incendio. Incendio. Revelio.
This room is taller than it looks.
Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Revelio. Incendio. Potato.
Probably not right now.
Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Incendio! Incendio!
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
Revelio. And then were abandoned.
Exactly. You'll be fine, though.
Revelio.
Okay.
Now this is the sort of grave room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Revelio. Revelio. There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Incendio!
Revelio. Revelio.
Did you hear that?
Reparo. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Here. Revelio.
Well.
Revelio. We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or, in this case, no bone.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Leviosa. Revelio. Lumos. I need to find a safe way across.
Accio. Revelio.
Lumos.
Incendio.
Lumos.
Accio.
Lumos.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Lumos.
Accio.
Lumos.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Lumos. Revelio.
Expelliarmus. Descendo.
Lumos.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Rickety Bone Bridge.
Revelio.
Hey.
Here.
If I was a tarantula's Rex, I would have those short arms. Well, yeah.
Revelio.
Oh.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You've done it.
Done it!
I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Oh.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Why did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand's movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Hey! Get down. What are you doing? Eloise, what are you doing? Get off my computer. I don't trust you no more. That little, did you hear that small little meow, Des? Oh. Des, he almost messed up my stream. Des, he did it like once or twice before. And I was pissed at him.
Revelio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Bombarda. Incendio. Revelio.
No. Oh, wait.
outsiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Oy vey, Mia.
Revelio. Deposit. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio.
Alright.
Revelio. Accio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Revelio. Incendio. Deposit. Revelio. Reparo. Lumos.
Lumos.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
That worked. Keep going.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Revelio. Lumos.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Revelio. Incendio. Reparo.
Leviosa.
Glacius. Findo. Glacius. Bombarda. Incendio! Confringo!
Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Okay.
Reparo. Accio!
Sebastian, the relic! Look!
Could it be?
It's the relic!
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
Alright, Sebastian, you want to take...
I must
Want to
keep
take
this
the
relic
relic?
secret.
Go ahead, but if you get cursed, it's not on me.
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on. Revelio.
Leave the cat.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
Man, I just went around in a circle. Right.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Looks like guy just walked there.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
I've been fighting since before you were born. Your spells glanced off of me.
There's nowhere to go.
Potato! You won't get away with that. Right minute!
Incendio!
We've got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them retreat.
What are you doing? What is this? This doesn't hurt. What's that freezer?
I'm handling it.
I won't bet.
Let me all go.
I'm a goblin, not a boy.
Keep out the way.
Nowhere to go.
We have to fight.
Keep out of short reach.
Potato!
Why drag this out? No.
To the right!
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her.
from all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrok's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Whew. Knowing Amit, he's likely studied here.
Enjoy suffering, do you? Up for a bit of dying, are we? Only I could get my hands on Fig or that student. Old thief is the student! You almost had a lucky shot! Oh, I'm enjoying this! How did you do that? Missed me! Why don't you come up here and...
Revelio. Protego.
Revelio.
Leviosa.
Incendio!
Kill you when I get down from here!
Your blood's on Rock's hands. What do you have in store for me this time? Rebellion. Wingardium Leviosa. Ha! Ha! Revelio. Ha! 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 Agree.
There we go.
Merlin himself would be proud.
Oh no, Louise! Hi! Will you clean your beans, Eloise?
Off on another adventure, are we? Revelio.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft, nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse.
But Eloise eats food!
I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
Either he needs to eat or he wants attention.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions. A box of artifacts she collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest. And without a second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family.
Whoa,
He'd use their connections to the headmaster
That's
if
that
he needed
boy.
his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an hour when
Alright, so
I
if
have
all of you
news.
saw Sebastian and can I read what we did in the quest? So Sebastian and our character can we see completed? Yeah. So basically, yeah, so basically, we explored the catacomb. So yeah. So let's do the next, I'm sorry, Sebastian. I tried doing what I could. What I do? Oh. I don't know, it's probably not for me. Let's go to Hogsmeade. Oh, shit. Okay. Whew.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Well, hello there. Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching.
Actually,
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
27.
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop. Whenever you're about.
It's not like her to forget.
Alright, Poppy, what do you have?
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you were doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No. It belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Alright, let's find the dragon.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Good dragon.
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've gone.
Accio! Incendio! Leviosa! Confringo! Wingardium Leviosa!
There she is again.
Fantastic. She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
Revelia!
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
A graphorn?
Or just raring for a fight.
Quick, what was that? There's no turning back now. Over here! Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it.
Leviosa!
Good thing. She'd still be able to smell you. Keep up. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm if you ask me.
I don't suppose you'd listen to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. Get to that opening below her. If we can get to that entrance, we can get to the nest. Look! Underneath her! I think we're close! She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant!
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here broken?
Wingardium Leviosa! Reparo!
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
There we go.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Oh.
How could I have been so blind?
Alright, let's talk to Amit. Oh god. I guess I'll speak with Amit and do his side quest and then I'll end this video.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course! How exciting! I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Serona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Serona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured Goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Revelio. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here.
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrok with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblin kind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrok. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrok sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrok recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrok care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrok was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lodgok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrok knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrok. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at us.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Oh, okay.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for...
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Revelio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Most goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other.
What does that tell us?
Ranrok is sure to appreciate the extra work we're doing.
We're being watched by a door. Revelio.
Hello? You will regret coming here. Arrogant child!
That was a little
through here safely, Amit. You have my word. We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
Clever. I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be planned. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out.
Revelio.
I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio.
I'll be quiet.
Why is it grapple you are?
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The
Revelio.
flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Oh, God.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Who's there?
Much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Incendio! Accio! Revelio!
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Revelio! Revelio! Incendio! Revelio! Revelio! Revelio!
Devil's snare.
Confringo!
Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now.
Revelio! Lumos!
Lumos!
Revelio!
Revelio.
Somebody there? Hello? Such arrogance. I will... Much too slow. You are much bony. I won't rest till Descendo. One less human to worry about.
Revelio.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Incendio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
Someone's here.
Revelio.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Aloha Mora. Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrok must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrok's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrok was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrok murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrok, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrok never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrok learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrok knows. Watch for my owl.
Alright, it's all gobbled. Alright, y'all, I think I'm gonna end here for now. I've been playing a little bit long enough, and unfortunately, I do not feel well at the moment. But yeah, we did some side quests, and we did the Goblin book and Professor Weasley's assignment. So yeah. Stay tuned for the next part. If you're watching me on Twitch, you can follow me at twitch.tv/ oh goodness. Twitch.tv/LateType Gaming to stay tuned to all my amazing content. And if you have anything to comment, please be respectful and polite. No negativity, trolling, or harassment. Same thing on YouTube. Please be respectful and positive and no negativity, bullying or harassment when commenting. Like the video if you like how I did Hogwarts Legacy. And subscribe to my channel to stay tuned on all my music game content. This has been Lee Type Gaming.